Welcome to Moving Forward, sponsored by MPW Mocklink TV and Mocklink Internet, online at mpw.org. Each weekday morning, our local talk segment brings you the people who are helping move our community forward. Let's start the show.
Good morning, AM 860 and FM 95.1 KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us here this morning for Moving Forward. As always, it's brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. Say hello to Mocklink Phone, your new local phone company. Fiber customers get it now. Switching is easy, and you can keep your old number. Learn more at mpw.org. Again, I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us. We're in studio with us this morning, Muskie Football Team, Coach Jake Mueller, and also one of the players, Jake, in the studio with me. Then we've got a couple more out there in the middle studio. But let's start off. How you doing this morning, Coach?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having us.
Hey, we're really excited to have you in Carson. It's nice to meet you. Glad to have you in the studio. Are you pretty excited?
Yeah, I am.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm going to give those guys the thumbs up here real quick. We're going to introduce the other ones out there in the middle studio.
My name is Shane Mathias. I'm going to be a senior, and I play O-line and D-line.
My name's Will Zilling. I'm going to be a senior, and I'll be playing middle linebacker.
My name is Brendan Broders. I'm going to be a senior also, and I play outside linebacker.
My name's Cooper Zach. I'm going to be a senior, and I play tight end.
Thanks, guys. That's really cool. There's some big dudes moving through there. You guys got some real size on your side. That's pretty cool. Let's kick off by talking about the football camp. You guys were just at a football camp. Can we talk about that one first?
Yeah, absolutely. We went to Simpson College on Sunday afternoon. We got there around noon, and so then we were there until we left campus about 5 p.m. on Tuesday. So we got 2.5 days of really good work.
Cool.
In full padded against other schools from other teams and other teams from other schools, and had an opportunity to just see where we're at right now, and got everything on film so we can go back and watch the film and get better.
Excellent. So you can kind of go back and see what you liked about how the guys were playing, what you didn't like, what things you can work on. So it was full pad. So were you pretty much scrimmaging most of the time, or you running drills, everything?
We had some time to practice on our own, but a good portion of the time when we did practice was a scrimmage against another team. So there's a lot of correctable errors that we saw, but it's kind of a little bit backwards because we kind of get there, we practice, and then we scrimmage, where it'd be nice to be able to do a little bit more fundamental work before we did that. But it is you can't really replicate the fast pace against another team. We won't get that again until Friday night or until Thursday night when we play a game. So.
And the first game is the 23rd?
23rd.
The 23rd.
It's on Thursday night at Davenport Central.
At Davenport
Briggs
Central.
Street Stadium. Yep.
Excellent. We're excited about it. We're excited for you guys to get kicked off. So now let's talk about the one that's coming up. This is one you're hosting?
Yeah. Yep. We're hosting the Muskie Football Camp on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll do a kids camp at 5th grade through 8th grade on at 8 a.m. to 10:30 on those mornings, and then the high school camp will start at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
So you guys are in there kicking off with the younger group too early in the morning. You guys are getting in there. That's kind of training up the next group so they get to do any of the current high school players come and help out with the camp, so
Yep.
They're helping run things so the kids can kind of see what it looks like to be a high school athlete.
Yep. Every year we have our high school kids come in, and they do a really good job of working with the younger guys.
Excellent. And then they get their practice. They get their camp at the end of the day.
Yeah, and then when they help out at the younger camp, we figure out how much they know, because how much they've been listening.
Gotcha.
Hopefully they say a lot of the same things we do, I hope.
Excellent. Well, are you pleased with where you see your team so far? Just getting into the swing of things, getting into practice, getting ready for the season to start.
Yeah, we've had a really good camp week. But it was 3 days, but we have a really nice mix of young talent and good senior leadership with guys who are really, really committed to our program, and we feel leaving that camp that we're really excited about what's to come, and we feel pretty good about some of the things that we might be able to accomplish this year.
Okay, I want to ask the athletes' perspective. Carson, tell us a little bit. What are you guys most excited about? What do you see in the team?
Well, we saw a lot of hard hitting the first scrimmage we were at, so that got us kind of wild up and pumped. I mean, we got a lot of younger, soon-to-be sophomores kind of coming up on varsity, and they gave us a lot of energy. So
great that you saw some pretty hard hitting from them, because I'm sure there is a bit of a difference between a sophomore and a senior when it comes to even just even when it comes to just physical size and ability to hit as hard as they do.
Sure.
But you're excited with what you've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. That's really cool. And you're how old are you?
I'm gonna be a senior.
You're going to be a senior this year. Okay. So this is your 4th year then of Muskie football, right?
Yeah.
Have you felt like there's been serious improvement from the time that you've started, like just in yourself and in your teammates?
Yeah, for sure. Like just like natural growth, and obviously the weight program has really prepared us, getting better every day. So
excellent. Well, we're really excited for you guys' upcoming season. What do you see as some of the biggest challenges you guys face this year?
I think one of the challenges will just be we are going to rely on some young guys to come in and fill some roles, which is good because they're talented enough to do it, but they are young, so they are inexperienced. But so that'll be a challenge a little bit, but I think not one that can't be overcome by any means. And then just we seem to always be a little bit lean with depth, and so football, there's always going to be some injuries here and there. Mm-hmm. So that could be a challenge at some point as well.
Right, and you see that a lot in football is that sometimes it's not even the challenge of just getting out on the field and playing your hardest. It's a challenge of getting out there and maybe spraining an ankle or somebody gets an arm broken or something like that, and then you're kind of short a guy for a little while or for maybe most of the season. So I can see how that can be a big challenge. What are you guys most excited about for kicking off this coming up Thursday?
On Tuesday for the camp, or
I'm sorry for the first game.
For the first game,
mm-hmm.
What are we most excited about?
Mm-hmm.
Carson, why don't you answer that?
Well, we want to start off the season with a win, obviously. So
mm-hmm.
I think we're all just pretty excited to start the season. So
excellent.
Been working for it all summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have been putting in your dues all summer long.
Mm-hmm.
What's summer practice been like? I totally meant to ask about that. How's it been? Have you guys? It's been sweaty. I'm sure.
Yeah, been pretty good. We go early enough so that's not too hot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Mondays we have like these tough conditioning days. They're always fun, I guess. And then we go in and lift. So
that's an interesting way to put it. They're
yeah,
fun, I guess.
Yeah.
But
they're pretty rough.
Yeah, I'm sure they're hard work. What do you guys do for like cardio? Do you guys run hills? Do you do bear crawls, that kind of stuff?
There's hills, farmer carries, ropes, prowlers, all the good stuff.
All the fun, all the really fun stuff. Yeah. Well, that's exciting. So summer practices have been going well. What does practice look like during the school year? Is it every day after school?
Yeah, every day after school. Yep.
A couple hours, or one to two.
Yeah, it's usually at least 2 hours, depending on the day. Typically the day before game is a little bit less time. Earlier in the week we go a little bit longer. We try to watch some film, so that takes some time as well. Yeah.
How important would you say watching a film after a game is?
It's really important because it's one thing as a coach to verbally correct a player, but when you have the film to show exactly what we're talking about, to emphasize a point, then it's extremely helpful, I think.
I gotcha. Yeah. So like one scenario I saw quite a bit. I was online when I played football. So one scenario I saw a lot was when a play got called and I was on the line. So if I needed to push somebody out or I needed to push somebody in, if I pushed somebody out and the runner ran out and around, there was a chance that they were going to muddle up with me. So when we went back and watched, we were always watching. We'd say, all right, what play was called? So what did we do wrong here that there was a miscommunication where you didn't cut the inside, you went on the out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that kind of stuff where you're just looking at, well, that's a tiny thing that needs to change. That's 2 steps changed that totally made a difference to the play.
Yeah, now with technology, it's a lot easier than it was back like when I played. So all the film that we have gets uploaded to a program online called Huddle, and our kids can watch it on their computers. They can watch it on their phones. They can watch it on their iPad. So and it happens pretty quickly. So when we were at camp the other day, we would have an afternoon practice against Abraham Lincoln of Council Bluffs. When the kids after they came home from in the dorms at dinner, they could pull up on their computers or their phones and watch that scrimmage just a couple hours ago. So it's pretty helpful.
It's like right there, right now. Here's what I did wrong. Here's what I need to improve on tomorrow when we go out and we practice again. Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. Well, we're excited for your future season. We can't wait for it to kick off. Again, they're starting Thursday, the 23rd, is going to be the first game, but they also have a football camp, the Muskie Football Camp, coming up July 31st, running through the 2nd, and it kicks off in the early morning, right, you said?
The 5th grade through 8th grade in the morning at 8 a.m., and then the high school at 5 p.m.
Okay. And you already mentioned just how important it is that those younger athletes get to come and play with some of the older guys. What do you like working with the younger guys, Carson?
Yeah, last year it was pretty fun. We had a couple high schoolers or seniors come down and help them, and we kind of made like our own teams with them. And then they played games, and then they went through the drills, and it was like a competition, so it was pretty cool.
It's got to be kind of an interesting thing to get to be one of the older guys and get to work with some of the younger kids. I want to say sure. To get to kind of see, because I'm sure you kind of see some similarities to where you were at when you were their age versus where you are now. So I'm sure that kind of bolsters how you feel about how you've improved over the years.
Yeah,
excellent. Well, Coach, anything else you really want to add? Anything you want to pump people up about for this season?
I think it's going to be a fun year to be a Muskie football fan. I think we have a really good group that, like I said before, has a lot of exciting, talented young players and some really solid, committed seniors who have put an extreme amount of time into what they're doing, and I think they're ready to lead and win some games, and so we're really excited.
We are too, and you'll be able to hear that coverage here on KWPC as well. Brian and Joel will be out there giving a live broadcast from all these, and potentially some other stuff in the works too. We're really excited to be all part of this, and thank you guys for coming and talking to us. We're wishing you the best of luck this season. Go Muskies!
Thank you.
All right, once again joining us here in the studio, Coach Jake Mueller and Carson, one of the players here for the Muskie football team. We really appreciate having them in. They came in to tell us about their football camp that's coming up, and then they're going to be kicking off before we know it. It is almost August, and before August ends, we'll already have a couple games in. So we're looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us here on Moving Forward. As always, brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. MockLink Internet and TV are the best value in entertainment and connectivity, and getting better with world-class fiber. Subscribe now, and you'll get fiber when it comes to your neighborhood. Learn more at mpw.org. And I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us on Moving Forward on the voiceofmuscatine.com.